Let's talk a little bit about juggling. It looks cool when someone else is doing it. It's like people who can do it have some superpowers, or they're somewhat gifted, or they're magicians. But the question is, are they really that gifted, or are they magicians, or do they have superpowers? Well, I'm not a juggler myself, so to answer all these questions, I took my own time to learn how to juggle not one, not two, not three, but 4 balls. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys how far I've come and everything else it took. In this channel, I learn new things and share with you guys my experience with as much details as possible. So let's get into this video. So, on the first day, before I could say that I actually don't know how to juggle, I had to be sure that I really don't know how to. So with zero practice time, zero knowledge, and zero experience, I just attempted to juggle 4 balls, and this is how I did. Wow, it felt impossible, but I was somewhat convinced that maybe I just need to practice a little bit and I'll eventually get it. So I kept practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing, and after a good 15 minutes or less, or a little less, I realized that actually with zero experience and zero knowledge, this is impossible. I have to be honest, this is impossible. But I'm not gonna do it. So I went on to do some research, and after spending some time on YouTube, this is what I've learned about juggling 4 balls. Okay, so after watching a few YouTube videos, I've learned that there's actually 2 patterns of juggling 4 balls, and that is the synchronous fountain and the asynchronous fountain. So I've decided to learn the asynchronous fountain because it looks cool and they said it is easier. And the other thing I've learned is that actually when you juggle 4 balls, you juggle 2 balls with each hand, and the balls don't cross hand. The other thing is that they said that I must be comfortable with 3 balls before I can move to 4. And let me show you how my 3-ball juggling looks like. So you can see it's not a very smooth juggling, but I've decided that I'm gonna move to 4 anyway because I don't want to get. So learning to juggle 4 balls meant that each hand must be comfortable juggling 2 balls separately. So I just took the practice and got my dominant hand comfortable juggling 2 balls and my non-dominant hand comfortable juggling 2 balls separately. And to tell you something, I never really got my non-dominant hand comfortable enough. Like, it wasn't satisfying. I still struggle with it even today. So I spent the whole of day 2 just getting my non-dominant hand comfortable juggling 2 balls and my dominant hand comfortable juggling 2 balls separately. And yeah, so day 3 came and I decided that I'm gonna combine my right hand juggle and my left hand juggle. I couldn't believe it still felt impossible. I was starting to feel hopeless, and I was just kind of starting to believe that maybe it's impossible for me to learn. Or maybe people who can do it are gifted and I'm not. But nonetheless, I kept trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, but still nothing clicked. So I went on to YouTube again to watch many more videos. And I also watched my own clips to see if I can spot my mistakes. And I realized something watching my own clips. I realized that the balls kept bouncing out of my hand. Light. And actually, I've also realized that the balls are actually too light. So the next day, that is day 4, I decided to go find something with a little bit of weight, something that I can feel in my hands. And this is what I found. I started practicing immediately. And as expected, this happened. And as expected again, this happened as well. I don't know if it's me, but I feel like this guy is cool.
Yeah, buddy, I am cool.
And as expected, once more, I replaced Jones. Well, if you're a concerned viewer and you'd like to know what happened to Jones, these are the last things that happened to him. I don't know how you feel about that, but Jones was a good man. His contributions will always be remembered. Jones gave me energy to keep practicing. But still, on day 4, I never attempted to juggle 4 balls because I was afraid. I wasn't ready for yet another disappointment. But of course, day 5 came and I had to face my fears. But before I could juggle 4 balls, I just tried to juggle 3 balls and see if there are any changes. And to my surprise, I was amazed at how much improvement I've made from juggling 2 balls separately. And this improvement gave me some confidence that actually I can also juggle 4 balls. While I was right to think that I can juggle 4 balls, I was just wrong to think I can juggle 4 balls immediately. So I tried to do 4 on day 4, and this is what happened. I failed. I tried again and I failed. Tried again and I failed, and again and again and again, and basically I failed. And in this moment, I was very impatient with my progress. I was ready to quit. I just felt like getting rid of everything and forgetting I ever started anything. But instead of quitting, I decided to take a break. And after fairly a good break, I came back with a fresh mind, and that's when I decided that I'm gonna take things slowly and that I shouldn't rush to a conclusion that is only influenced by my impatience. So yes, I decided to take things slowly, and this is how I took things slowly. 1 throw, 1 catch, 1 throw, 1 catch, good, 2 throws, 2 catches, on and on. I went on to 3. So when I could finally do 3, I regained my patience and I've let go of my thoughts to quit. And on this day, to be honest, I kind of understood the meaning of patience on some deeper level. And for that reason, I decided that I'm not gonna attempt to do 4. I'm gonna take 4 throws, 4 catches to the next day. And it wasn't because I was afraid that I was not gonna be able to do it and I'll be frustrated and confused. No, it was only because I understood that my mind and my body were exhausted and couldn't take any more of learning. So yes, I took 4 throws, 4 catches to the next day. Day 6 came and I decided to start all over again. 1 throw, 1 catch, 2 throws, 2 catches, 3. And the time came when I had to do 4. And wow, this happened, and I was happy. I was just okay with the progress. And on day 6, when I could finally do 4 throws and 4 catches, I decided that I'm gonna spend the whole day just getting myself comfortable. This is usually I'll drop 1 ball and this is what I'll do.
Cause now, yeah, we do it out. Check out how we put it down. I make a fist and I'm turning to blood. You can't ready the devil the path.
So to cut the long story short, this is me on day 10. And I've spent day 7, day 8, and day 9 just trying to get more throws and more catches. And this is how far I've come.
Cause now, yeah, we do it out. Check out how we put it down. I make a fist and I'm turning to blood. You can't ready the devil the path. I was so soaking the hand in the bar. Hand in the soaking the rap. Soaking the bar.
So I can decide to keep practicing, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a juggler, like I've already said, and I'm not trying to be one, and my questions are answered. So I don't see the need to keep going, right? So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and like and subscribe, and yeah, one thing that I'd really appreciate if you guys did is in the comment section, yeah, just recommend anything that you'd like me to learn, and I'll be happy to do that and share my experience with you guys.
Cause now, yeah, we do it up. Check out how we put it down. I make a fist and